Hello, in this video, I'll be giving you a few tips that will help you find reliable and good suppliers in China. Stay tuned.
Wealth entrepreneur. Sorry, still working on a proper intro.
Okay, as you probably know, Alibaba is the number one place for finding suppliers in China. To follow the theme from the last video, I'll be searching for a water bottle or sport water bottle. So what you do is you just put water bottle in the search term and search. And here we have almost 300,000, 270,000 results. This is not the way you want to search. You want to make sure, because this displays every product listed for water bottles. You don't want to do that. You want to find suppliers who sell water bottles. So if you do it that way, so you click onto supplier here instead of products, then you get 5,000 results, right? So here's the thing with sellers in Alibaba. Yeah. So you have um, trade companies and you have manufacturers. You really want to work with manufacturers because you're cutting the middleman and you're doing direct conversation with the manufacturer, and you can save money, you can save time, and it's more reliable. They can really help you out directly. So my recommendation is to filter out and just search for manufacturers, only contact manufacturers. Um, there used to be a filter here. Alibaba used to have a filter where you could search for manufacturers only or trades only, but I can't find it here. So what I do now is I just go here and filter to display suppliers who have a ISO 9000 certificate. Because if you're a trade company, you don't need ISO 9000. And also, in my experience, if a manufacturer doesn't have an ISO 9000, their standards are usually not as good as the manufacturers who have an ISO 9000. So here, automatically, you reduce your choices to 1800, which is great. Another thing you do, you click on verified suppliers. So you filter that. So now you have 1100. And trade assurance. Trade assurance means if you purchase something, so they've signed up to a program like PayPal. So you pay through Alibaba, and if your product is not as described, you could potentially get a refund. So this is really good. So these are suppliers who are really confident. So now you have 1,132 suppliers who are verified and have trade assurance. So verified means that someone from Alibaba actually has visited the manufacturing facilities and can verify they are real. Okay, so that's step one, which is the most important. So let's say we find this company here. Yeah, you click on it. And here it tells you the type of business, which is they are a manufacturer. Okay. And if you scroll down, it's a good idea to have a look at their certificates. So they have this certificate, da, 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 they have quite a lot of certificates. And it's also a good idea to download one of their reports. I'm going to leave this here for now. I want to talk about the company structure. What do these mean? So the thing is, in China, the company name is actually not random. It has a structure. So this part is the company location. This part is the company name. This part is the company's uh, main category, what they make, and this is the type of company. So it's a co Ltd, the type of partnership. Okay, this is really good because if you're looking for a water bottle, you don't want to work with a company who's selling, um, I don't know, headphones or electronics, and even household products. I'm looking for a sport water bottle, so probably this is not a good fit. Straight away, you can tell what is their main focus. Second one is Yongkang Fohu Sport and Leisure Co Ltd. So that's the location. Fohu is the name, and sport and leisure means their focus is sport and leisure. It's quite broad. Scroll down, they're a manufacturer and also they're a trade company. And you really want to look at their main products. So you got up here products, and they have shoe, running car, kitchen home appliances. This is definitely not a good fit because they're doing too many things. So they're really not good at doing one thing, and it's possible that because they're also a trade company, it's possible they're not manufacturing all this stuff. So you want to find a manufacturer who does a few products only and deal with that manufacturer. If you're planning to buy water bottles, it's ideal you find a manufacturer whose main products are water bottles or like um, mugs and things like that. So they're experts in that category. You don't want to find a company that is selling kitchen home appliances, food choppers, mixing cup. I mean, sauna room. No, you don't want that. It's too broad. Let's go back. So I paused the video to find a suitable supplier because a lot of them were random suppliers. So I found this one, Shenzhen Square Bottle Company Limited. So as you can see here, um, Shenzhen is the area, Square is the name of the company, Bottle is the main product, and Co Limited is a type of company. Yep. Let's go back cursor. And as you can see, all the products are bottles, bottle, 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 bottle. So this is a good company. And you can scroll down, and there are other information you can see here. For example, you can see how long they've been established, how many employees they have, the certificates they have. It's a good idea to download these certificates, go through the certificates, and here there's more information. The response rate, how long does it take them to respond to you, how much order they had lately. You can download the report, which I already have, and you can see more information about the company. And this is an independent report, so someone actually visits the factory and takes pictures of the facilities and things like that, takes pictures of their manufacturing process and writes down what's their main product. Their main product here is a water bottle. I'm going to come back to here again later. Um, so this is, I would suggest this would be a good company to start with. And also another thing to bear in mind is the location of the company is quite important because if you're doing containers, if you're doing massive orders, then you want the place to be close to a port. You just Google, you put them in Google Map, and you don't want to. If you're doing things like massive orders, you don't want to find a factory here based in here because then they have to pay. You have to pay quite a lot of money to get the stuff to here or to here to ship it to your country via container, unless you're shipping things by air or DHL, FedEx, and things like that, which then the location really doesn't matter. And if you're not planning to expand in the future, then it doesn't matter really. Contacting the supplier, so definitely send them an email with as much information as you can. I'll make another video on communication because that's like a whole module for itself. Yeah, so I'm going to talk about communication maybe in a few videos, break it down what I do. But number one thing I would recommend is definitely download WeChat, which is like the Chinese version of WhatsApp. And because WhatsApp is restricted in China if you don't have a VPN, so a lot of people can't use WhatsApp. So make sure you download WeChat to communicate with the seller, and also try to do a factory tour. For example, send a message on WhatsApp to the agent you're speaking with, and hey, what's up? How you doing? Where you at right now? Are you working from your factory? Yes, I'm in the factory. If they reply yes, I'm in the factory, then you'll be like, hey, can we just arrange a video tour of the factory now? So try to surprise them, and or be like, yeah, I have an agent nearby. Can my agent come and visit your factory now? Stuff like that. If they refuse, then be a bit suspicious. Because the thing is, in China, I've seen it a lot in the past where few factories have the same factory. So their mates or whatever, they have one place that they all claim is their factory. So, or look at the address. This is really important as well. Have a look at the address on the company and make sure it's actually a factory. If the address is like an apartment or a house or something like that, then be suspicious. They're probably a trading company. But if the address is in an industrial area and it's a factory, then Great. And other things I would do before I get serious with the business, I would Google the name of the business. For example, this one here, put it in Google plus scam or fraud or cheat or beware, things like that, plus that. And if they've scammed someone before and someone's written about them, they will show up on Google, hopefully. And another thing I would do, the last thing is not the last thing, one of the other things I would do is I would definitely copy the company name, and it's a national database in China. This is an official national database where you can search for the company. And you can just put the company name here, search, and it will bring up the company information. So you can then verify the company information matches the stuff on Alibaba, because this is in Chinese. So this is on the government of China. Okay. And another thing you could do is you could ask them for a, trading license. So that's a business license, and in the business license, there's usually a tax ID on the top. On the top corner, on the top left, there's a tax ID, and you just insert that tax ID here, and then you search for the company, and that same company name should appear. I hope these tips helped you out. I've been looking for a supplier yesterday, so I thought I'd just make a quick video about that. And I'm trying to keep these short. I know this one dragged a little bit, but if you do like this video, please make sure to subscribe, like, hit the like button and all that stuff, because does really help the YouTube algorithm. Well, thank you so much, and speak to you soon.